Welcome to episode 2 of Integricity Heartbeat. We learn new things every day, and the past few weeks have been an educational one for us. Our marketing team conducted an insightful presentation on LinkedIn, and Alex taught us on the basics of WordPress. There's more to update, but before that, let's take a look at some good, firm family rules in our office.
After you finish the food, please make sure you clean it and don't leave the scissor in the sink, okay? 2 rubbish bin. One is for dry waste, throw here. One is for wet waste, throw outside, okay? This one is for wet waste. Throw rubbish, throw inside, not outside. If you are the last person to use the toilet and the paper is finished, make sure you refill it, okay? Nah, don't mix it up, else I'll get you.
It's wedding season now that it's October, so the visuals team is really busy as we're actually shooting every weekend. We're also preparing to leave for New Zealand in 2 weeks' time. So we're going to shoot a wedding in Auckland. We're really excited about that. And also we'll have a little short holiday after the wedding shoot. So one more thing is that we also have a corporate shoot that's coming up, a web video for CTOS. So lots of things to keep us busy, so many things to do.
Hey guys, one of the major things that we did this week was a Dato event right in our little nook, and we're really excited to be working with Dato as we believe in their product. We know that their product is going to offer our clients another way to protect themselves, and it's in line with what we want to do for our clients and what the service we want to provide to our clients. Also, to add on to that, we are continuing with our Friday knowledge sessions, knowledge sharing updates, and just last week we had Sang4 come and update us with their next generation firewall. It is definitely an interesting product, and we might have some opportunities there in the future.
Hello, Win is here! Did you know that we terrorized some kids when we were in Center Point? Check out our Halloween video that we did a few years back.
You look scared.
Well, long time ago in the galaxy. Well, I mean Taling Jaya. When we were about to pack and leave the office late at night, we saw one dude came in a motorbike at night at about 10 p.m. We were like, who is this? And then that was Khalil. He came over and asked us, is this the right place for an interview for the next day? Wow, we were so impressed. And now Khalil has been with us for the past 5 years. And he plays a very important role in the growth of Integricity. He started off as an IT engineer and moved on to a senior tech leader. And now he is the manager of his own department. Over these 5 years, we have grown together with the company. Khalil, you have done a good job. Let's keep up the good work for a very important future of Integricity. Fingers crossed.
I want to appreciate you, Chi Yin, because you are such an amazing person who works quietly behind the scenes yet gets things done very efficiently and very on time. So I just want to say, Chi Yin, that I really thank you for all the work that you're doing and the stuff that you do with passion and dedication. It's really something that inspires me as well. Thank you.
Today, I want to talk about presentations. It's a really important skill to have, but something that is not emphasized in schools. Unfortunately, we are not born with this gift, and many of us are even afraid to give presentations in front of others. First of all, we have to understand what a presentation really is. A presentation is definitely not reading off the screen behind you, and it's not putting so many words on the slide that it speaks for itself. The word presentation in itself means you are the presenter and you are presenting content. You are not allowing someone to read off the screen. Otherwise, it would be called a reading session, wouldn't it? We must take note that presentations must always enhance the content and not act as a content. In essence, we are not creating a handout. Handouts should be separate from a presentation. So as such, when we create a presentation, it should have less words and be really punchy in maybe the visuals so that it can be remembered. The main objective for a presentation, after all, is for it to be remembered by your audience. Based on what some experts say, there are pretty much 3 different stages when we create a presentation. And the first stage is the preparation, after which we go into the design phase, and finally the delivery. For me, when I am preparing a presentation or a message, I like to get disconnected. This means I take the topic and I go away to a corner somewhere where I am not connected to the internet. Because there is oftentimes a tendency to start searching for things on the internet and I get lost while doing that process. So if I were to be disconnected, it's just me, my pen and paper, and I start writing out all the different ideas that I have. So in the preparation phase, normally we go through a few steps as well. And the first one would be to generate ideas. So just start scribbling anything that comes to mind. So if your topic is about solving computer problems, sit in a corner and just start thinking about all the different computer problems and maybe different solutions. It doesn't matter what order they're in, just generate ideas. Once you have generated a certain number of ideas, then you start filtering. Maybe this idea isn't as good as this one. So start throwing away some of the ideas. And then you could possibly start clustering some of these ideas together. This one and this one are almost similar, but I can expand on this idea A with maybe idea B as a supporting one. So once we've finished clustering, then this is where we start creating messages. And when we talk about creating messages, you could supplement it with stories. You start thinking about something to highlight that particular point, or start thinking about a visual that might be really powerful to emphasize that idea. And lastly, this is where you start rearranging the different messages that you have. Maybe you want to start with a really funny idea that you have and you want to end on a serious note, or you want to do it the other way around. So this is the process that we normally go through when we are in the preparation stage. Now we move on into design. So when we are designing, it is very important for it to be clean and uncluttered. This means we don't chuck all the content, all the text onto the slides, but we keep it really simple. A question that I always ask when I design a slide is, does that message need to be there? Can I simplify it by removing some words? Are there too many competing visuals on one slide? Generally, we need to have one idea per slide, and we reduce the amount of words that we have on that particular slide so that we can present it in person. You don't have to re-emphasize what you say on that slide again. Now let's talk about design. Some people say, but I'm not a designer, I have no idea how to design. That is absolutely fine. I can tell you that when I first started designing slides, my slides were horrible. But over time, I have learned how to design slides in a nice way. What I feel is important is for us to know what good design is and to adapt that design for our needs. So what we could do is we could go and read up or watch good presentations, look at their slides, and then follow some of these concepts, whether it's like big fonts or use different contrasting colors and so on. So we don't have to think or innately have this within us, but we can just follow some of these design trends. Take a look around you, look at billboards, see how they contrast or how they promote messages, and then you learn and take that onto your slide decks. Okay, so once again, I just repeat, we are to have less words because people either read or listen. They cannot do both at the same time. So you are the presenter, not your slides. Animation and effects, while they are sometimes cool, they could also be cheesy and overused. Don't start by adding effects immediately. Only do it if you really have time at the end. Sometimes you get carried away and you never finish your slide deck. Now finally, the third part is the delivery. So your objective is to be remembered. The message must be key. So tell stories. Be yourself. People tend to relate to personal experiences and they want to hear stories that you relate. Of course, smile. Speak slowly and clearly. No point rushing through and speeding through all your content and the whole audience is not able to understand what you are saying. Okay, so I think to sum up, where do we go from here? I would say check out this website, slideshare.net. There are a lot of great presentations there and pick out the good ones with nice design, learn from them, and when you have another presentation to give, rehearse. Make sure you are well prepared. You have got notes that you have written down that would help yourself. Don't read from your notes, but at least put bullet points for yourself so that you are able to always fall back in case you get stuck somewhere. So finally, get other people to give you feedback. There's nothing like having an honest friend comment on your presentation skills. So now, go out and find an opportunity to present something. I'm sure the whole Integricity family would love to hear you present something about, something that you know or that you are well versed in. I look forward to seeing your presentation.
Hey guys, thank you for watching our latest episode of Heartbeat, and please don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel.
And remember to like our Facebook page. Thank you.
Cheers.